Say what it be, I know the king, follow his lead, repeat after me. I know they lurking, this serpent is circling, but I never worry, cause he got the keys, he let it bleed. Never put me on the freeze, just look how he spit it to me. It'll be out of right after I seek. You can't make the promise unless you the king. Jay with a baby, I am what he made me. No, you cannot shame me, so it's for the birds. Buy for a price, you ain't know what it's worth. He not letting go like it's grandmama purse. Rolling with heavy, he feeling kinda discouraged, cause he feeling down in the dirt. I told him heavy, you only need faith, cause yes, you already did all the work. Life or death, this life is best. I rather see the vision complete instead of the speed to find regret. You gotta breathe so you can be free, so you never need the ice and checks. This be my plea, I lost my debt. I gotta cheese, I found a flex. I gotta be, I gotta breathe, I gotta breathe. Keep moving. Drive, keep it moving, hit the gas, on to the next play, no dwelling in the past, It's unusual how pain can make you glad, pain can make you, pain can make you breathe. We on the way, talk about legacy, legends right next to me, don't need it, check out the AG and Addy, come with the beef and we serving the patties, check out the verbs if it's getting chatty, you gotta move but ain't gotta prove that you out in the front, you do what you do when you ain't gotta stunt, cause humble is up and the proud gotta punt, 4th and 10, if you wanna win, best put me in, I got the shooters that's ready to spin, they come with the king and he know how to win, he come to your team and he do it again, rain to sleep, when the sun is at its peak, gotta keep moving my feet until my journey is complete, capiche?
Yeah, I bet on myself. Yeah, I bet on myself.
Yeah, I bet on myself. Yeah, I bet on myself. I don't need you, I do it myself. Yeah, I bet on myself.
Yeah, I bet on myself.
Yeah, I bet on myself. Okay, dream so big that it think I'm crazy. Let out the beast, no, they can't tame me. Don't play with me, better mind your business. I cannot stop now, I ain't finished. I'ma keep on going till I got that. Okay, the way that I'ma do it, they can't top that. No way. Critics trying to hate, but I don't talk back, I know that. Plotting on the kid with the bull, tell them all that. I'm the one that I'ma gamble on, I ramble on. I'm about to get my ramble on, and I'm the one they really couldn't get a handle on. Then when they see they missed the boy, they get a tantrum on, and I know.
Yeah, baby. Oh, ladies and gents, it is designated Spittaz time. And let me tell you right now, there is no better time than DS time, especially days where Juan Soto hits jack jobs all around the stadium, baby. How you doing?
Oh, yeah. What's up, chat? What's up, people, man? I'm happy to be in here, man. First game season of the year in the books.
It was in the books. It's in the books. It's history.
I mean, it's gotta feel good. Pete, game one of what, like 1,000? We talking?
Yeah, game one of about 450 probably this year at some point. But you know, it's nice. It's nice.
It's nice. It's nice.
This is nice.
I got to shout out to the chat. They did their thing during game season. I was in there for a quick little bit, but I saw the chat going crazy, man. It's a good time to be a Yankee fan. I got to tell you.
It's a great time to be a Yankee fan, man. I'm excited. We got a lot of great people in here. Devin Peters, what's going on, my guy? Nick the Gamer. What's up, Macho King? Tyler Talbot, Alex. Frederick. What's going on, Frederick? Okay.
What's up, Frederick?
We got Bronx Mama 86, Matt. Matthew Stolt. Guys, another quick thing. I just want to get this out there immediately before we move forward at all. We have 16 tickets left to NYYU Day on April 20th, guys. 16. 1-6, okay? 1 and a 6 together makes it 16, all right? That's called math, okay? That's called math, all right? Man. So that's all we have left. So I need you guys to get your ticket. And one more thing I need you to do. Francis, you know what it is, right? You got to smacky the like,
yes,
hitty the sub.
Oh, man.
Mario does a great impression of me, by the way. He had this shit. He was like on crack or cocaine the other day. That Dr. Pepper must have had something in it because this dude, this is before we went live.
Spike
Dr. Pepper. He had it spiked, bro. He was
Spiked it.
bugging out. And I don't want to put him on blast like this. He's probably not. I don't know if he's in here right now. Mario was
He's gonna
losing
hear
his
about it.
shit. Yeah, to see he was like acting as me. It had me crying. I was cracking up, but it was pretty spot on. It was good.
Hey man, that's the thing is that look at the end of the day here at NYU, we're all like such big fans of each other. We've seen so much of each other's shit that it's just like, I mean, my son walks around, smacky the likey, hitting the subby. And this
Smart
guy's
kid, man. That's a smart kid, man.
He's probably saying this shit all day in school. They're like, what is he talking?
Yeah, this is a smart kid. You're gonna have a teacher call, be like, is he on YouTube a lot?
I'm gonna get him some business cards. Is what I'm gonna do. And whenever I'm telling them, hey, whenever they ask you, you just give them one of these cards and tell them smacky the like, hitty the subby.
Hitty the sub, and that's all you gotta do. And
That's
you'll
it.
be ready to
It's
rock
really
and roll,
all you gotta
man.
do.
Guys, we got 200 plus in here. Hit that like button for us. In all reality, hit that like button. We appreciate it. But man, let's get right into today, man. I do want to start off. Look, all right, you know what? I got to do this. We got to start off with Soto. There's no other way to start
sir.
off than this guy right here. Let's get this on the screen really quickly. I want to make sure it's muted, and it is. And let's switch over. There it is.
Look at that
Opposite-
beautifully. But let's talk. You're right. Let's talk about this season, and let's talk about the fact that he's not gonna be a short porch merchant. Like, we're not talking about a Deadpool hitter. It's like you said, the Bryce Harper comparison is a really good one because, like, we didn't want Bryce Harper just because we're like, oh, you know, he's a lefty and the short porch. It's because the fact that he uses the whole field.
Yep.
And Soto does that. Maybe you could argue even better. I mean, today, what better way to kick off spring than for him to hit a opposite field bomb off the scoreboard? I mean, bro, that was it. I mean, juiced. Everybody, the entire fan base is juiced right now. There's no, I mean, they put up 22 runs yesterday, and then Soto with a bomb today. It's nuts. I mean, and then seeing him, I mean, Pete, seeing him do it in the Yankee pinstripes.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's honestly, man, it is absolutely beautiful to see. It really is.
Yeah.
You know, this guy, a lot of times I know, you know, us as fans, and in general, it's a natural thing, tend to overreact about getting somebody right. It's like, oh my God, this guy's going to do great as a Yankee. But Soto is just, it's a different feeling.
Yep.
And maybe it's, I don't know, maybe it's because we haven't won in ages that it kind of feels like, oh, we got a superstar. Yay, it's a Yankee move. But this guy really feels like somebody that's meant to be a Yankee for years and years to come. Like, he needs to retire as a Yankee. And it's funny because I'm driving home, and me and Jira's in the car with me, and we're just talking actually about Soto.
Yeah.
And I simply go, the best thing about it is that he's 25 years old. You have no problem going 15 years. No, who cares? Just do it.
Yeah. Like,
To get the AAV down, who gives a poot?
Who's thinking about, I mean, let me not say who's thinking about it, because then somebody's going to pop up in the chat and say, you know, when he's 39, but aside from those randoms who are thinking about what age 39 is going to look like for those contracts,
Who cares?
the rest of us, who cares? Like, nobody cares.
You know what a difference that contract's going to be by the time that's that 14th year?
Oh, please.
What contract's going to be looking
Please.
like in baseball, possibly?
It'll look like a bargain and a half, okay? We'll have freaking...
More than likely, yeah.
By then, we'll have, like, I don't know, one of A-Rod's daughters playing baseball or some shit. I don't know. like, bro, I don't know. The way the world's going, I don't know. But I'm just saying.
Who knows?
By then,
the mascots might be on the field. Who the frick
somebody's kid is going to be playing on a seven... Let me not say 700 million because we already saw that. Who knows? But there'll be billion-dollar contracts eventually with inflation and stuff like that. It sounds crazy today. I get it. It sounds crazy today.
Yeah. Mike De La Guardia says, I replayed that home run back-to-back for a good 5 minutes. I can't blame you on that one, my guy. I can't blame you at all.
It's a thing of beauty. I mean, look, let's be honest, bro. As Yankee fans, we're living a dream right now. It's not the World Series yet. We're not even in the World Series. We're not even in the regular season. But to see Juan Soto, a guy who many fans have coveted for years, who Pete has been calling, you know,
I was about to say, raising my hand.
I mean, he's like, dude, I mean, how many years? How many years have you been saying, yo, this guy makes more sense than anyone?
Francis, my pops called me out. Pops called me out, right?
Really?
He sends me this long message, right? Saying, oh, all of you guys love Soto now. It's like you forgot Judge. I said, no, wait a second. Let me tell you something real quick. Hold on, Pops. Wait a second here. I said, Soto has been my favorite player in baseball for years, to the point I got videos going back to the Nationals days.
Yeah.
Begging the Yankees, you gotta
Yeah.
trade for him.
Yeah.
Get Soto on this club. He's a perfect fit. He's been my favorite player for a long time. We all
thing
know,
is-
and I told Puck, Pops is the biggest.
I was gonna
told
say.
Pops and Dan Rourke.
Pops Simonetti don't play about Judge.
No.
He don't play about Judge.
Unalive people. He'll unalive somebody.
Listen.
For Judge. He loves this guy. You would think Judge is his son, and I'm a dog or some shit. Or a pile. Michael Caputo's dirty socks. That's basically what I am. Reference to my man Hector.
Man.
Kyle Millet says Soto scared me in his first at bat when he fell. Yeah, a little bit concerning. But the thing is, I was telling Pops, I go, look, Pops, here's the thing. Nobody's forgotten about Aaron Judge. Aaron Judge has finally got what Aaron Judge needed.
Exactly.
Do you know the damage, Francis, that these guys are going to do back to back? Like, have we even comprehended and started to really think about this?
It's hard. I think it's hard to. Even if you really take a long, hard look at the possibility, you really can't fathom what it's going to be because I think the potential is just that damn high.
Francis, let's do a shuffle.
They're not going to see us. Don't worry. Spring training is coming.
Let me tell you something. You got to get a little grease on those bones. You've been hanging with the grandmothers too much.
You know what I
That's
mean?
like them in the YMCA.
That's how they do it.
Oh, no, they'd be
Yeah,
like,
I mean-
everybody else's head to be like this.
Exactly. Listen, man, in Green Grove, things move a lot slower. So, sometimes my joints get a little bit tight, but I'm working on it. Like I said, in the
That's all
spring,
right,
that hot Florida weather is gonna do some good for my joints.
All the muscles, the joints. You'd be like, oh, man, I feel
Yeah, I
so
can
much
finally
better.
stretch. I can't. Oh, man.
Facts. Our brother Rod Thompson with the super chat, my guy. Ross says Soto turns 25 in October. Soto or Harper at age 25.
Ooh.
Soto's. I hate comparing those guys because one of them's a Yankee, one of them isn't. One of them, they're both Hall of Famers. They're gonna be, no doubt
That's
about
true.
it.
100%.
All I look at, and this is what I was telling Pops, and Pops goes, no, I know that. I said, okay, well, that's what we're talking about. He's just so important to the Yankees team right now. I like to talk about lineup placement, right?
Yeah.
And the individual, because a lot of times baseball nowadays, it's like, let's look at it under one microscope and figure things out. I don't like that style of analyzing something. I tend to look at it and I go, hey, man, here's the deal. The Yankees desperately needed on-base percentage. And what did they do? They got the best on-base percentage guy in all of baseball.
That's a fact.
He's perfect for the Yankees.
Can't
and he's
argue with
perfect in their lineup. He's perfect with Aaron Judge. And another thing we got to see today, as we're talking about this, Alex Verdugo
Yep.
leading off.
Yep.
What do you get, France? You get a double, a ground ball, a base hit, and voila, the Yankees are on the board early.
Just like that. Just like that. I mean, it's like we've been saying it for weeks, not just on DS, obviously MIYST, Bronx or nothing. Even the Farm Report when they talk. I mean, bro, we've been saying it forever.
Yeah.
This top of the lineup, man, it's gonna be the first time in a long time if it's done right. Right? And not saying that DJ can't be the guy and it's not gonna work because we don't know yet. It's very early. But if it's done right, this top of the lineup can be one of those things where every other game we're looking at beginnings like this. Like you're going into the top of the second, already up a run. And you might, it's just one run or maybe two runs. It's a big deal to the guy on the mound.
Yeah.
It's a very big deal to the guy on the mound.
No doubt about
We
it.
have that capability, which we haven't had in a long time. So of course we're super excited because we haven't had it in a long time. I mean, you said it. How many games last year did you call where the Yankees were hitless into the fifth inning?
Oh, I can't. I did a prayer before Game Season Live. No joke. Ask everybody that watched. I prayed. I said, Lord, please, after last year, let us have some of these games where we're up 4-1 in the second inning.
Beautiful.
Third inning, we actually score runs.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing. A beautifully balanced lineup is amazing, too. It's an amazing thing to watch. Day in and day out, it's like going back to, I know that some people in it may not have seen 09, but going back to 09, right?
Oof.
There was never a time you felt out of those games. It was like, we could be down by 7 in the fourth. And I was like, all right, this game ain't over. Ain't nowhere near over.
Hell no. And it didn't matter. I remember that it didn't matter like what part of your pitcher could give up runs.
Yeah.
And it didn't matter what part of the order was coming up. It's not
Right.
like the last couple of years. That's one of the things that used to just irk me the most. It's just like you give up, a guy gives up a couple runs or whatever, and then I look, who's coming up next inning, and I'm just like, oh, like
Yep.
you see Willie Calhoun's name and shit. It's like, and I don't want to keep shooting at these guys, but it's just like those names coming up after your pitcher just gave up 2 or whatever, it's not exciting.
Facts.
But when you have
Not
a
at
deep
all.
lineup like in 09, it could be 7, 8, and 9. We had Melky and Robbie Cano down there. I was like, yo, let's go.
Yeah.
We in
Yeah, they were
business. I
table
said,
setters.
One of them
They were
gets
table
on base,
setters, you know?
and
They
you gotta
can
deal
do
with
that.
the top of the lineup again. Damon and
Look
Jeter.
at Melky's
and-
on base percentages those years.
Yeah.
Always
Yeah.
strong. You know what I mean? At the bottom of the
Yeah.
order, always strong.
And the averages
Yeah, they
were
were up
really
there.
good. I mean,
No
it's,
doubt about it.
again, the game has changed so much because you look back and a guy like Melky wasn't even talked about like that, as like a really, really great player or anything like that. But if you look at you just mentioned his on base, his averages
Mm-hmm.
from back then, if a player has those numbers today,
Yeah.
I mean, it's a different player. It's a different day and age.
No question.
It's crazy.
No doubt about it. So you even, you start thinking about this lineup because just seeing them in action again today, as we do got a super chat. Let's get to that. It's our guy, Alex.
Thank you for being a friend.
He says Soto is the new toy, so we are excited, but Judge is the face of this team and captain. Definitely nobody's debating that. Aaron Judge is the captain of the New York Yankees. I like the way, I don't want to go down this rabbit hole, but I like the way Judge is answering questions also. He's kind of being a little more, no, we got to win. We're here to win. That's what it is. You're hearing that a lot.
Urgency.
And it's good to see him do that. A little urgency, yeah.
Urgency.
But going back to where this lineup currently is guys, we got 300 plus people in here. Do me a favor, hit that like button. And as our good friend Chris from NYYST says, Tommy need wingy. Basically, hit a like for us.
Tommy likey. Tommy want wingy.
There you go. Hit that like button, everybody.
Oh, man.
But Francis, look, man, we have not seen Anthony Volpe yet in game action. He did get a base hit, but it wasn't televised.
Yeah, it was an untelevised game.
He's worked on his swing. He's much more leveled. I've seen him get a couple of ground balls that game. Good. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
But just imagine that 8-9 could potentially be Wells, Volpe, back to the top, Verdugo, Soto, Judge. Holy shit. Anthony Rizzo, a base hit today himself.
Yeah.
There's so much to be excited about right now. And, yearly in the offseason, Francis, you've been here, you know this.
Yeah.
We talk a lot about hold-up guys because there's a lot of red flags here.
Yeah.
The one thing in our offense, knock on wood, I don't feel like there's as many red flags.
No, it's been a long time since I would say that I see as little red flags on the offense. I can't. I mean, I'm sitting here. As soon as you said the phrase red flags, I'm sitting here trying to think of like where would I say. And I guess you could, if you're
Pitching, we could talk about it.
yeah, pitching all day. I mean, I could give you like a few of those, maybe 7 or 8 with the lineup. I think for me to, I mean, yeah, you have those people who would nitpick and say, there's potential to have a lot of youth in the lineup when Dominguez is back. Dominguez, Wells, and Volpe. And if you're getting guys in the lineup like Peraza and Cabrera, spelling for people and stuff, that's a lot of youth in the lineup, like the end of last year. But I really like the youth, though. So it's like, you're not like when you said Wells and Volpe at the bottom of the line, like I'm not like bored with that. I'm very
Not at all.
excited
It's exciting.
to see Wells and Volpe at the bottom of the lineup. I
No
think
doubt.
that they're gonna have great years.
Especially they got time under their belt, too. Which
Exactly.
Is nice.
They're not going through their rookie year anymore. Volpe.
Wells would be, but.
Yeah, Wells, yes. But I think, again, and we spoke about it when we spoke about Wells 2 episodes ago. I think the guy's so poised and so like level that it's crazy that this is technically his rookie year. He doesn't look like a rookie. He
Correct, I
doesn't.
agree.
He
I
doesn't
agree.
feel like a rookie. Like when I see him go about his business, I see him working out, I see him taking BP, I see him on the field. He just doesn't. It doesn't feel like I'm looking at a rookie, and he's a catcher. Like,
Yeah.
that's one of the most daunting positions on the field. Like you're like a general out there. He just doesn't give me those vibes. So, like I said, if you're nitpicking, maybe you go towards that part of the lineup. But nah, bro. I mean, yeah, you could. People probably in the chat talking about Giancarlo and stuff like that. Maybe,
Yeah,
maybe,
of course.
But I mean, Pete, we're coming off years where we had 3, 4 straight spots in the lineup, 5 some days,
Terrible,
five
man.
straight spots. Where
I
it's just
remember
like,
some of the lineups last year when you're sitting there going, only chance we got is 1 through 3.
Yeah.
And then
where's it
after
go-
that, I
where's it
mean,
gonna
you
come
have
from?
nothing. Where is it going to come from? And that's why even last year I'm screaming at going like these guys get injured and the Yankees just go, we're going to keep playing the same ball. I'm like, bro, you got to bunt, you got to steal,
Yeah,
you got to
you gotta
change it up. You're not the same type of team. Right now, looking at this club, yeah, bunts and all that are manageable in times.
Yeah.
But you look at this team and you kind of just go, get on base and play ball. Like,
Yeah, swing the bat.
we seen it happen today with Soto. First inning, double, ground out the second, a base hit.
Yeah.
And this is what we talk about Aaron Judge. This is what this guy's desperately needed for years. So I'm starting the season like this. Verdugo's my leadoff guy against righties, and I'm going to do the whole little platoon thing right there.
Yeah.
I'll give DJ LeMahieu the chance to do it against lefties. But against righties, that's the way I'm going. The majority of the games will be against righties. That's what I'm doing. I'm going about it that way.
I can't argue with that. I feel like that's the way to go. I really like the platoon idea. And again, it's nothing against DJ. It's just like, look, man, we have Alex Verdugo in the lineup for a reason. Okay,
And it's his last shot. It's his last shot for me. If he struggles that bad, he's not going to play. Why would he?
Yeah, and then he walks at the end of the year. It's like we're not tied into him. It's not like I'm trying to say let's make an investment in Alex Verdugo. It's about winning.
Yeah.
It's about winning. And what you said, Judge is saying all the right things. Rizzo's saying all the right things. Everyone's saying all the right things right now. Soto, Verdugo, everyone's saying the right things. We need to also see that from the people who are pushing the buttons, right? This is the hill that we've been on for a long time now, is that, first it was the players and then whatever. Well, now we have the lineup.
Yep.
Now it's up to Boone and whoever else is in his ear about this lineup to make the right decision.
Yeah, that's how it goes. We got a super chat from our guy. I got a question. How many RBIs from the 8th and 9th hitters? Look, that's going to likely be Wells and Volpe, and I think they could do a solid job. I mean, I don't know how to give a number on that or what number to give on that. It's tough.
Yeah, it's tough.
But I'll say this. I think both of those guys could be two of the more productive players in the lineup. I know that might sound crazy, especially at the bottom of an order. I think they could be really good, man. I think the Yankees are hyping Austin Wells up almost the same way they did Volpe last year. He's always involved in everything. If you notice the days they're answering questions, they do the little social media stuff.
Yeah.
He's always right there in it. He's always right there in it.
Yeah.
They got separate videos of him. They understand what they have in Austin Wells. He could be the next great Yankee catcher. Anthony Volpe's in line to become possibly the next great Yankee shortstop. Yeah. And they got all these kids coming up, before we get into Carlos Rodon in the rotation. Got to talk about Spencer Jones. I mean, here's a kid, again, that has a lot to prove. Don't get me wrong. Nobody should be, going nuts about spring training stats. We see this every year that people just kind of take off in spring training. They look great, and then who knows what it becomes. But I always talk about potential. Yeah. Potential. And that's what I'm talking about here. The most impressive thing about Spencer Jones so far, I don't care about the power. We know he got power.
Yeah.
Today, I don't know if you've seen this, France. He hit a slow roller up the first base side.
Oh, I did.
This boy can move.
Yeah.
He can run. He takes these gigantic steps. But he just, he is literally, he's the road runner. That's who he is.
Got the sound already. Forget it.
He is the road runner. This guy could be legit as our guy Bernard. Damn, Bernard has gifted 5 memberships.
Let's go.
So guys, if you have become a member, come join us. Bernard says he's in for April 20th.
Let's
go, baby.
Let's go.
My
Look forward to
guy,
meet you.
let's go.
Looking forward to meeting you, bro. Nice.
But Francis, are you like, what is it that you're seeing from Spencer Jones where you go, holy shit, like my eyes are open to this guy? We've seen power before, but very rarely do you see that type of power, that type of body, and that type of speed.
Yeah, he is looking like a real athlete out there. These first couple of games, it's looking like we do have something amazing. And again, I don't think, any one of us, at least here at NYYU, has, spoken down on Spencer Jones in any way. I think
expectations.
the hype and the expectation that came up, early on these last couple of weeks, especially with all the trade talks, kind of, throw all of us off a little bit just because it's like, we're still kind of in wait and see mode. But what I will say about these first couple of games and what I'm seeing is, look, if we hear it, I know Spencer Jones hears it.
Oh yeah, of course.
We know that for sure going into these games. He knew, like, look, these first couple of games is going to be a lot of eyes on me, even though the first game wasn't televised. Whatever I do, there's going to be clips of it on Twitter. It's just it's the nature of the beast.
Yep.
So far, this dude has answered the bell like I've never seen before. I mean, a 470-foot monster shot yesterday. I mean, ridiculous, just nuts. I think Hulk posted it's a terrible grainy video, but
yeah,
I can't stop looking at it because it's
you can hear the sound too.
Yeah,
it's just
nuts.
It's cranked. He cranked it.
And then today you hit a slow roller up and you're just busting it down the line. Like, it's to imagine the combination of speed, power, athleticism, defensive ability. It's like, yeah, I get it. I'm starting to see, okay, like, this is what, these are the tantalizing tools that have our front office in a chokehold right now, and they're just like, we can't let him go. Look at this guy. I mean, because if he's half as good as he's been these first two games,
the chat's gonna hate me.
Go ahead.
I'm Dave Dombrowski. I'm Pete Dombrowski. I can't help myself. I'm Pete Dombrowski. This would have been me after the home run. Hey, Chris, how you doing?
Exactly.
1 for 1?
You like that?
All right, done. Spencer, go to Chicago.
Yeah.
Cease, come on.
Listen.
But I'm Pete Dombrowski. It doesn't mean I hate the guy.
No.
This is what fans don't understand. I'm trying to set realistic expectations for these kids. That's all.
Yeah.
I hate the whole he's Aaron Judge. That's so different.
But
that's so different.
Do people forget like that? Like, when you do these trades, I think people are so used to one side winning and the other side losing a trade.
Yeah.
That people just aren't used to, like, the good trade that, like, both sides win type thing. People don't,
exactly,
because they happen so few and far between. What we have the opportunity to do in a Dylan Cease trade is, yes, they would be getting an amazing prospect who probably turns out really well for them and their organization.
Of course.
But we'd be getting an amazing pitcher who has proven to be one of the best strikeout artists in MLB today and is young and will probably get better the next 2-3 years here in our organization.
That's right.
It's
hey,
a
look,
win-win.
I dream. I'll be honest, man. Everybody knows the day they got Stroman, I was like, I'm on the phone right now. I just dream of you get a player like Dylan Cease, and there has been a report too, by the way. The Yankees are still waiting on them to drop that price because they want Dylan Cease. They want Dylan Cease more than Blake Snell, according to what we heard. Now, you might sit there and go, well, it's probably money. And that could be the case. It could very well be that. But that's who, according to what we hear, that is who they want. And, I sit back and I think about that and I go, here's a guy in Dylan Cease who has the ability to miss bats. He has the ability to make starts, which the Yankees desperately need. They need that, no doubt about it. Innings, no question. Yep. And you put him with Garrett Cole, and you put him with Matt Blake. Oof. And holy shit, that's otherworldly. Got a super chat from L.I. Yankee King. Hot take. Jones for Cease is a loss for the Yankees. Let me tell you something, L.I. I'm just being honest with you. This has nothing to do with Spencer Jones. I think if the Yankees were told they could do Jones for Cease straight up, I actually believe they would do it.
It's more than that. They're definitely asking for more. Yeah.
They're asking for more. It's that's no way in hell. And I'm joking, guys, when I say that the White Sox would do. White Sox wouldn't do that. There's no way the White Sox would do Cease for Jones straight up. They're going to want more because, again, he's a prospect. He's a prospect.
And starting pitching is at a ridiculous premium right now. I think people keep forgetting. They think that you're supposed to get a guy like Dylan Cease for whatever, or they look at the Corbin Burns deal. Like, let's not forget Corbin Burns is a free agent after this season. Dylan Cease is not in the same boat.
I gotta call out a take here. It's a terrible take. I gotta call it out. Nick the Gamer says, I would never trade Jones for Cease. Look at how good he was today.
Oh man. Nick, my guy. Was today game 6 of the World Series?
Nick, I had a all-star game in States. I hit 2 home runs in a game. You probably wouldn't have traded me for Cease in that one day, would you? When I was a fat little chubby kid hitting homers at 14 years old. You probably wouldn't have traded me for Cease then at the same thing, right? You would have said, "Oh no, don't trade him. Don't trade this guy.
I said, no, not the Simonetti kid. We
Don't
need
trade
him.
this guy." My thing is this simple. Everyone here that follows prospects that could admit the truth, Spencer Jones needs to prove this in Double-A. This needs to continue.
All year.
Do you remember what do we forget what people were saying about Jason Dominguez after spring training? He's a bust. He's hitting 200. You can't move him. He's terrible. Even though he had a great spring and there was other factors involved and Jason Dominguez put it all together and boom, he was ready to rock and roll.
Yeah, when he got called up, he answered the bell.
That's it. So again, this is not taking no shots at at Spencer Jones at all. This is just saying this is something we need to see continue in Double-A. He has to keep this going in Double-A. Got to get the K rate down because he has all the tools to be spectacular for years to come.
Yeah.
That's it. He has all the tools to be spectacular.
But the reason, Pete, the reason that we even entertain the idea of trading a prospect the caliber of a Spencer Jones is because of the situation in which the Yankees find themselves. Where it's win now mode. It's win now mode. These are the kind of moves that you make when you're in win now mode. And yes, there's going to be fans out there who are like, no, it's crazy. How dare you? How could you trade that kid or whatever? It's because you have to ask yourself this question. In 2024, who is more valuable to the Yankees? Dylan Cease or Spencer Jones?
Oh,
you might
Cease all day.
or even when in the case of Cease, it's 2024 and 2025.
Yeah.
You could look at even if you just look at it as a 2-year window. In the next 2 years, who would be more valuable? Now you might say, "Oh,
Cease.
well, but how am I going to trade? I'm going to trade all the control of Spencer Jones for possibly just 2 years of Cease or whatever, or maybe just a 2-year window." No. The Yankees are in a mode where we need to extend the window. This is why we traded for Juan Soto and Alex Verdugo. And we're extending the window. We realize that Garrett Cole and Aaron Judge are in the middle of their primes. What the middle means, when you're in the middle of it, that means that you're heading towards the second part of it.
Yeah.
There's an end.
Yeah.
These are the kind of moves that you got to make. I mean, I don't know how else to explain it to people.
You know, when I call myself Pete Dombrowski, right, a lot of times I'm like, that's because I would just trade guys. Hirsch, my friend Hirsch, always comes to my rescue. And you know what he told me? He said,
What?
"Pete, Dave Dombrowski's a Hall of Famer."
It's true. It's true.
How you like them apples, huh?
He's not wrong. And hey,
Not
maybe
wrong.
you never know. You never know. Maybe one day. Maybe
Maybe you guys would be talking about me like I'm Brian Cashman. How can that Simonetti? Get rid of this scumbag.
Maybe one day Simonetti's in the Hall of Fame, and
You never know.
You never know, people. Listen, I don't. You know, some
don't
people.
like that kind of talk.
Some people. There's some people hear that they get sick. You know what I'm saying? They
I
get sick.
love everybody.
Just
I tell you,
imagining
man.
it. But let me tell you, you never know. Pete Dombrowski
know.
in full effect, and I don't blame him. I'm with him. You guys like it or not, I would trade. If I would make the trade for Cease in a heartbeat. I really think a move like that is that's it. That's what puts us over the top. That's where
Facts. We
That's
got a
where I'm
couple
at.
of super chats here. Let's go ahead and get to those.
Simply ravishing.
Oh, yeah, baby. Ross says, real talk, the Yankees have too many outfielders. They don't have room to keep both Dominguez and Spencer Jones. I don't see the Yankees getting rid of Grisham either. Gotta trade Spencer. It's a bit of a hot take because I think they could find room for both of those guys at the end of the day, even if Dominguez is great. I mean, you could still have an outfielder. Judge could DH more. You could definitely rotate that DH around. That's very simple. At the end of the day, the Yankees gonna have to make a decision on not these other guys. Really, they're gonna have to make the decision on Stanton is the guy.
Yeah,
in
2 years
reality, more.
And that decision will probably be a year, 2 years from now,
Yeah.
where they decide.
Alex says Judge had a terrible rookie year. Then he became Judge. Jones looking good in 2 games of springs means nothing. Bro, there was I forgot what year it was that the Yankees had a they had a young first baseman. I forgot who. I think it was maybe the year Lyle Overbay. You remember that dude? Something Phelps, his name was. He was a
Todd
first
Phelps,
baseman, big
am I
guy,
right?
big tall guy. But he had a spring when he hit like 8 homers, and he made the team. And I think he was cut in the first month because he was ass.
I don't know why Todd.
Ken,
came
not
to my
Ken
mind.
Phelps. I forgot his name, but it's something Phelps, and he had an unbelievable spring training. I mean, like an unreal spring training. Really good.
Josh
And
Phelps. You
Josh
think-
Phelps.
Josh
He had a
Phelps.
great spring training with the
Yep.
Yankees. Homers all have made the team. He was so ass. They were like, send this dude home. We don't even want to see him. They didn't even wait.
Nah,
they were like,
I
we don't want to
mean-
see this guy no more. We're done.
Yeah, no, he was so ass. There was Kardashians in the front row behind home
Correct.
plate. When he showed up, they was like, I mean, we got to see this thing because then
Yeah.
we might have to change ours.
They
We
had
might have to-
doctors holding silicone just to
Yeah,
get
it was
ready
nuts.
to pile more ass on
It
top.
was it was ridiculous. There was just so much ass in the
Nickel-
stadium that night.
That night. Michelino there. Oh, what a night.
Oh.
So, Francis, would you trade your grannies for Cease? Ooh. That's a tough one.
You see, when they come up with questions like that, you touch my heart. But you know what I'm going to tell you?
He touched that
I'm
granny's ass. is what he did.
I'm all in. I'm all in. I am all in. And you know what? I would trade the grannies for Cease. I would. I will go on record and say it. I would do it because I want to win. Damn it! Don't
Sometimes Francis just out of nowhere goes, bingo!
you? Yahtzee.
Yahtzee! Out of nowhere. Yankees Kyle says, Pete, you are the voice of my beloved New York Yankees, my friend. Yankees Kyle, I appreciate that, brother. Thank you so
Amen.
much.
Amen. That's a fact.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Let's get into Carlos, my guy, Mr. Rodon himself. That is my guy, let me tell you. And Francis, honest take, how do you think he looked today?
To be honest, I watched the feed. I watched playback. I don't know if people are gonna try to tell me, oh, rose-colored glasses, whatever. I was not at all like disappointed in what I saw today.
Agreed.
I know he gave up the homer. I know
To
there was
Kirk,
I know there was the walks.
One inning, yeah, his one inning got a little tough.
One inning got a little tough, but
Yeah.
but everything else I saw was really encouraging for me. Like I liked the fastball. I like the life obviously on the fastball. I liked most of the sliders that I saw looked pretty sharp. And he had the strikeout working. He struck out 5.
5 batters, yeah.
Oh, you got it up right there. Yeah, I
Yeah.
can't see because it's small on mine, but struck out 5 batters. I don't see any reason why I should be disappointed with the outing from Carlos Rodon today. When I went on Twitter, I saw a couple people speaking.
He does hero too.
Negatively on stuff, and I was a little bit shocked, and I was just like, maybe
Yeah.
there's something else that I'm missing. But from what I saw, Pete, nothing to be disappointed. I'm very encouraged by this first start. I can't wait to see him out there again. I really think he's headed in the right direction. He looks
Yeah.
like a guy who's trending in the right direction.
Yeah, I want to see another start from him just to kind of get a feel of it.
Yeah.
There was a lot of things. There was a couple of things in there I liked. There was some concern that I saw. His rhythm in the second inning was off a bit, and I think
It
he said
changed.
that afterwards that his rhythm changed. He was getting
Yeah.
the ball throwing. He said he started to think a little more, and he kind of
Yeah.
got all out of whack. He was thinking about how he was holding the ball, and you could tell he was kind of taking his time. There's a couple times he said, man, he's taking all damn day out there. He
Yeah.
was just taking a little bit of time in
Yeah.
the inning when he struggled a bit with command. But the fastball location to me has to be encouraging.
Yeah.
He has a way of throwing the fastball to right-handers outside and high and away, but it looks like it's going to hit the corner, but it just sails away in time, and he always
Exactly.
gets guys to swing and miss on that pitch.
Yeah.
Here's my concern. If I had any concern at all, and everybody knows how big of a Carlos Rodon fan I am, I'll go down. I'll go down with this guy all the way. We go sinking and crashing. I'm going right down with Carlos. Forget about it. I wanted to see a cutter or something. I wanted to
Another
see a different
pitch.
pitch.
Yeah.
And he didn't. I don't think he threw a changeup. I saw one really good curve, but then I saw that looping curveball that just looks like a meatball, and somebody creamed it for a foul ball.
Yeah.
Creamed it. I mean, just
Yeah.
waited and just destroyed it.
Yeah.
Slider looked good, but then again, it was also inconsistent. So if I really want to be
Yeah.
picky, it's his first start of spring. That should sharpen up a bit.
For sure.
But, Bryce says he threw a cutter to Kirk. Rodon said hopefully it wasn't the home run, but maybe I was told he is throwing a cutter. So I just didn't recognize anything that I seen with my own eyes.
Well, no, that's the word is that he's incorporating a cutter this year, but I didn't see many either. You're not wrong.
I didn't see many either, but that's what my understanding was for a while was that he has a cutter.
Yeah.
Bryce says it was the home run. Okay, all right, well, but don't stop throwing it. Keep doing it. Keep going with it.
pitch.
But there was a lot to be encouraged by today from Carlos. It's the first outing. We can nitpick all day with anybody.
Yeah.
I mean, look, if we wanted to do that with Marcus Stroman, right? We could say, man, Stroman's going to be a bust. The guy can't even get through, I mean.
To the second inning. He couldn't get out the second inning. Or whatever.
I mean, his ERA is 10 right now. Oh, my God. Like, am I supposed to think that, this guy doesn't have it? It's the first outing. We can nitpick all day. Just when somebody does great, we can nitpick and go, hey, there's a lot of other work that needs to be done. But
exactly.
We'll see, man. We'll see, man.
I think you're spot on. I would say the second start, the number one thing I'll be looking for will be the incorporation of another pitch outside of the fastball and the slider.
And more, right? Don't you want to see it a little more?
More often. It just can't be the heavy percent. Like, don't get me wrong, it's a great fastball, and when it's on, it's on. But
when it's on, motherfucker, then it's on, G. I was listening to Easy E a lot recently.
I do want to see. I mean, it happens. You know what I mean? I've been listening to, all types of stuff, Golden Girls and stuff, Green Grove. But
I was about to say, you ain't listening to Golden Girls. You're doing something else. You're turning it on, all right.
Me and the Golden Girls. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but
let me tell you.
But with Rodon, I think the issue for me is usage, right? Like, I don't want to see like that fastball up there, like in the 50s or something. Like every other
velocity wasn't bad either. He had 96 a couple of times, and he was staying 94, 95, 93 a couple of times.
The velocity was good. You said it. I think you put it perfect. The fastball was good today. The location of it was amazing. If he can keep that, and for your first start to have that fastball location is amazing. I mean, I guess you could say, like we've been saying, he's been working on it since January, so he is a little bit ahead of the curve. But again, it just looked encouraging. But what you want to see, and this has been since we signed Rodon, that's been the knock a lot of people have brought up is, well, is he just a two-pitch pitcher? How long can he keep that up or whatever? So he does need to, prove that he's not just going to be a two-pitch pitcher. And, it's the first start of spring training, so he wasn't going to go longer than 2 innings anyway.
Yeah.
So who knows when we're going to really see the incorporation of it.
He went 2 2/3. I was shocked when he came out for the third, to be honest.
Oh, that's right. He did go. But again, he's more stretched out. He's more stretched out than other guys, so he can.
Right.
He can get up there. He'll probably, who knows? Because he's, like I said, he's a little bit ahead of the curve. That second,
he probably wants it too. He probably wants to be out there as long as he can. To be honest.
If you were him, you probably right. Like, I would want to stay out there as long as we'd have to argue. It'd be a fight because like after last year.
I was just thinking about this, and I think whoever watched Game Season today with me, you'll probably remember me saying this. There was a pitch he threw to a righty that was on the outside corner. And I remember saying it looked like it had slider movement, but I said, I think that was a cutter. And there was and it was a very good one. He got a swing and a miss. It might have been on one of the strikeout pitches. I thought it was a slider, but it wasn't. So that might have been the cutter. He might have threw it a couple of times today, actually. So that's a good thing to see. But I definitely want to see another outing from him. But I'm excited. I didn't get a chance to really see anything from Marcus Stroman today.
I watched a little.
I didn't even see clips too much.
There's not a lot out there, which was upsetting, but like I went on YouTube and found a couple because I'm excited to see Stroman, so I went. I don't know. It's gonna sound weird, I guess, too, because some people are like, they're saying a couple crazy things about Stroman today too, but Stroman looks about what I expected he was gonna look like right now.
Yeah,
that's just. I mean, I don't know how else to say it. Stroman throws a ton of pitches. Spring training just got kicked off a couple weeks ago. There's no way he has all of those pitches hitting for what they normally are. So today he was not throwing 5 and 6 different pitches.
Right.
Today he was throwing 3 pitches. Like, that's it. Yeah. Essentially using half his arsenal, maybe mixed in a fourth like once or twice. But so a guy like that, who has the arsenal that he has, when he doesn't have the full range, it's going to be a lot easier to hit him. And eventually, like, that's what happens. If he's only throwing these, then easier to time him up. And that's what it looked like. But again, I'm encouraged. And I think Stroman, call it rose-colored glasses, bro. I think Stroman has the ability to be a very important cog in this rotation. I really do.
No doubt about it.
And I wasn't disappointed.
We got a super chat from our guy Bernard.
Thank you for being a friend.
Ba-da-ba-da. Checking the Audi Club. Friggin' nice. It is beautiful. It is beautiful. The Audi Club is amazing, my guy. Trust me. My nephew is the president of Legends Hospitality. Okay. I'll have to let him know I'm doing this. Awesome, Pete. I appreciate you, brother. And yeah, we're going to have, like I told you guys, man, we're running out of tickets. I think we have 16 left. Bernard, I don't know if you just bought yours. If Bernard just bought his, we got 15 left.
Exactly.
And if that's the math, today's episode's about math. Okay, we're doing math today. If that is the case, we're running out, guys. Get your tickets today, man. It's going to be an amazing time. I can't wait for it. Wow, we got a big super chat here from L.I. Yankee King. This take that the Yankees have too many outfielders is dumb. Doogie is a free agent after 2024. He's gone. Grisham is a free agent after 2025. Why not trade him and he's a rental and you just open 2 spots for Jones, Dom? That take that has gone around is dumb.
Trade Grisham?
Yeah, he said Grisham will be a free or trade him or whatever. Eli, I think your problem is you get too caught up in players that are in Double A, not players that are affected in major leagues now. You can't sit there and go, I got a plan to put this guy on and to get other guys out because you don't know what's going to happen. Let me say this real quick. I know this might sound crazy to some people. What if Verdugo plays unbelievable?
Exactly.
Nobody's talking about that.
Yeah.
What if this guy gets along so good with this club and they go, holy shit, this guy is like the perfect leadoff hitter for He's phenomenal.
Pete.
And we consider going, we want to re-sign him too.
Pete.
There's questions here.
There's a reason.
Anything can happen.
No, there's a reason it's being put out that Judge and Rizzo have been recruiting him since last year. I'm not going to say anything more than that. I think what you said and what I'm saying will let the fans draw the conclusion. But the Yankees don't put out information like that for no reason.
Yeah, man. I'm not saying that you know he's better than what some of these options could be in the future. All I'm simply saying is you never know what happens in baseball.
Nope.
And there goes Bernard. He's right. 2 major leaguers versus minor leaguers. What the minor leaguers have to do, Li, is the stuff that you like about them, you want to see them continue it. Because you know what you want to happen for the Yankees? You want the Yankees to do what you're doing right now. Think. You want them to go, wow, we do got a problem here. We do. It's a great problem to have, but we got to figure something out. We got to figure out how do we make this work? That is the best case scenario. Hopefully that will indeed happen eventually. Hopefully that's the case. But speaking of youth, we got to get to this list, man, because I saw this list too, Francis, and I'm happy that you brought this up. Let me get this on the screen here. So this is the top 10 plays. In chat, you guys get with us on this. Yeah. Francis poses this question to us. Out of these 10 players, who is going to make the most impact? Is that basically who's going to have the best career?
Who will end up like the number one at the end when it's all said and done?
All right, there you go, chat. When it's all said and done, who are you choosing? Now, Francis, I don't know about you. I struggled with this hard.
Bro.
And I am still struggling with this hard.
I was just about to tell you, I've been thinking about this since I DM'd it yesterday.
Yeah.
And I don't think I know where I'm going to go exactly. And I hate giving the cop out of like 2 guys but to be honest with you, there's 3 guys that I have in my head right now.
I got 4.
You see? So I don't feel that bad. It's 3 guys and it's like, I can't, bro. And I'm trying, but I'm just like, yo, because it's like, I know for sure I'm not coming off 2. There's 2 that it's like, I can't go in either direction.
Okay.
They're just that good. But I mean, look, I'll be honest with you. All right, we start from the bottom of the list here, right? Matt McClain, I personally, I've seen a lot to like. Yeah. Haven't seen like enough to where like I'm like super head over heels. Like I'm like, look, man, this guy, he's gonna be the guy. You know, to be honest, no.
I agree. Let's do that together. I agree with you on that one.
Okay.
I agree with you on that one.
Right. Number 9, it starts getting tricky for me.
Me too.
Number 9, right? You see, it starts getting tricky.
People want to don't shit on Tristan Casas. All right, my man likes to paint his nails and do his toes. It's okay.
Yes. Listen,
let me tell you what he has though. He has that big ass wall in left field, and he could use it. And this guy could hit the baseball. He could surprise some of you. It'd be really
He-
fucking good for a long time.
I'm gonna tell
For
you
a
my,
long time.
my first gripe is I saw Casas at 9, and already I was like, I don't know if he's 9 on this list. That's me.
I don't know if he's. I'm right there with you.
Right? So that's my first thing. I don't know if he's 9 on this list. And then my second thing, it gets tricky because I'm with you. He's on the Red Sox. I like the way he hits
Fenway,
in Fenway
bro.
Park.
The ballpark helps. It's Fenway.
I looked at it. I mean, we're Yankees fans, so we've seen a lot of them.
Mhm.
The dude looks like a professional hitter, Pete. He looks like he's gonna be a thorn in our side for a long
I'll
fucking
say
time.
it again. He looks like he could be really good.
Yes.
I'm not as scared to admit it.
it's
Not
a
afraid.
fact.
I'm not as scared. I'm not as scared to admit it because he plays with the Red Sox.
No.
The dude could be legit. Yeah, I'm
He's-
drinking a 40.
So so Casas is the first of the 3 that are giving me a lot of trouble right now, right?
And then
Right,
look
so-
at the next guy. Like it gets any easier.
It gets worse right away because then
You look,
now
Gabriel Moreno.
Now we got Gabriel Moreno. Like, I don't, bro. Again, this is not rose-colored glasses because Arizona was in the World Series and no. This dude's a professional, bro.
He's legit.
He's legit. He's also hitting in a lineup with the other guy that's giving me a lot of problems here, right? I think I do have 4 because it's Carroll too. See, but yeah.
I'll
what
be
I like-
honest, this is gonna sound crazy. To me, Evan Carter at 7, I was like, I wasn't even thinking about Evan Carter. I think Evan Carter's good, but I don't think he's comparable to Casas, Moreno, and those. Maybe I'm undervaluing Evan Carter. I think he's a very good player. I don't think he has the career of these guys.
Evan Carter got in here, and it's not to shit on Evan Carter because you can go back to the World Series games that we called. We were bigging up Evan Carter every game.
Yeah,
every
of course.
game.
Yeah.
But it is precisely because of that Evan Carter made this list.
Yep.
All right. So he was the name. Like once I got to him, even like, all right, I really like Yuri Perez. I still think
Can't do it.
it's a little early. Like I'm like, I don't, like, yeah. It's
Can
a
I
list
say this too?
for players under 25? Yeah.
If I'm looking at career, I know this might sound wild. I gotta favor the hitter. He plays much more.
Exactly. And no, but Pete, and with the pitcher, how many variables are there? We don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
Exactly.
you get, look, I don't even want to say it because I don't even want to say it because I don't want to jinx anything. But everyone knows what I'm talking about here. When it comes to pitchers, there's no guarantee they come back the same. You don't know. You don't know. Even the Dodgers, they just signed Ohtani, $700 million or whatever, with a hope and a prayer that he can pitch the way he pitched last season.
Yep.
But there's no guarantees. There are no guarantees. So, I mean, Evan Carter, Yuri Perez, Michael Harris. I'm not a Michael Harris hater. I love Michael Harris over there in Atlanta. There's a lot of people in that lineup that are really fucking good.
Yeah. Michael Harris, I saw, and I'm like, he's not that he's not on there.
No.
Gabriel Moreno, by the way, had almost a 5 WAR last year.
It's nuts.
I mean, he would be, to me, honestly, on this list, Gabriel Moreno's number 5. Gabriel
I can't
Moreno would be
argue.
number
I
5.
can't
in my opinion.
right after Bobby Witt. I can't argue with that.
Yeah,
I can't argue with
Dane,
that.
Soto's already 25. This is 25 and under.
Yeah, it's
So
25
that's why
and under.
Soto's not on here.
Yeah, Soto's 1. If they're including Soto, he's 1 to me, obviously. But I think, yeah, Yuri Perez, Michael Harris. I'm not trying to throw shade, but like once I got to those names, Evan Carter, Yuri Perez, Michael Harris, I'm like, you see, this is where I get upset with the Casas
top
and Moreno.
4, that's what it is with me. The top 4, and then Gabriel Moreno and Casas. I'm like, nobody's wrong for picking any of those guys.
You can't. I mean, bro, Gunnar Henderson again. 1 year, da da da. It's early. Okay, I could listen to the it's early stuff, but when I think of Gunnar Henderson, I'm putting everything together, right? Like I'm thinking about what he did, rising through the ranks of the minors, and then what he looked like as a major leaguer,
right?
And I'm just like, shit, bro. Like, I don't know, dude. He's been delivering, so it wouldn't shock me if he goes on to be an absolute legend, a stud. And Corbin Carroll, I wasn't the biggest Corbin Carroll fan. I think, pretty sure Pete's the one who even put me onto Corbin Carroll before he was called up, and I didn't know much about him. I absolutely love the guy.
He's so good, man.
I absolutely love the
so
guy.
good, bro.
It's just you know what
He's
it is
so
like.
good.
You remember playing baseball, and there was always that kid on the team that was just like, yo, this dude's a fucking baseball player. Like he does everything.
Yep.
He does that, and he's good at everything. And He picks up the bat and he looks hitterish. Like sometimes the pitchers will say, "This guy looks hitterish. Be careful." He always fucking looks hitterish in the box. He's running around. He never stops fucking running. He doesn't get tired. You just love guys like that. And Corbin Carroll's that freaking guy. And
He is.
just the fact that he went to a World Series already and got that wealth of knowledge and experience, it's gonna go a long freaking way. So it's this question. I don't know
so
why
tough,
I
man.
don't know why I posed it because I can't even answer it myself. To be
Yeah,
honest
it's so
with you,
tough. And, you know, even like as a Yankee fan, you could believe that there's a possibility Jason Dominguez could be on this list in a year or two.
Sure.
Anthony
For sure.
Volpe, if he has a great year, could be on this list. Austin Wells could be on this list.
Wellesley.
Oh, well,
El
he's what is
Bigote.
he? He's 24 now. I think he's 24 now.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Turning
Damn.
25 soon. It's gonna be a little rough for him, but you know what I'm saying.
That
But when I look
mustache
at this
seasons.
list, guys, we're gonna get to the super chats. Got a couple of them here, but when I look at this list, man, how can you go wrong with multiple names on here? Bobby Witt. I mean, look at the year Bobby Witt had. Again, like you said, Gunnar Henderson's going to be in an amazing lineup for years to come.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a mate. Corbin Carroll just has it all. And the guy went out number one, Julio Rodriguez. Look at his 2 years he had.
didn't even talk again. I'll say we're saying all of this, and we have yet to even name Julio Rodriguez, who's
30
a
plus
nut.
homers, 30 plus stolen bags, 270 plus average. I mean,
This kid is a
how
freak.
good is he going to be?
Yeah,
How good is Julio Rodriguez going to be?
I feel bad for him. You know, he put that out a couple days, a week ago now. He's like, yeah, you know, I just want to know. I want to see what that feels like. You know, the confetti after winning a championship. And I'm like,
You're in Seattle.
good luck. Good luck with that.
The best thing about Seattle is that Dane lives close.
That's the best. That's the best thing he's got going for him.
That's what I'm saying.
If you want to see what a winner looks like,
Go
he's
find
not
Dane.
that. He's not that far from you.
He's not that far
A
away.
handsome son of a bitch, right
Handsome son
there.
of a bitch. That's
And
right.
he'll show you what a winner looks like, Julio. And maybe he'll convince you to take a trip to the East Coast, and then we'll have a real outfield problem.
Yeah, and you can really smack you to like he hitting the subby. We got a couple of super chats to get to. Ooh. Little Wolfpack music. Hey, looky here. Jeff J says, okay, just bought my ticket after locking in the travel. See you all in Audi Section 1, my guy. Jeff J is going to be in Audi Club. Good thing is, we got a doctor there. And now we know we got a doctor just in case.
Damn, so
Anybody
we
gets a
can-
little sicky or something, you know, somebody bumps their kneecap. Hey, Jeff, doctor. We need a little help here, okay?
So we can really go crazy now.
We can go nuts. We go absolutely batshit wild. Martin Perez says, the Soto home run made me grow hella chest hair. I'm with you, my guy. I could braid my chest hair at this point. I could braid it, fam. Let me tell you. Danny says, sup, fellas? I had goosebumps the entire spring training game, and I was analyzing every at bat and every pitch. The 2024 regular season is going to be bananas. Bananas.
Oh yeah.
My Romeo Santos voice. Bananas.
I knew that's who you were going for.
You knew
I'm
that.
trying to tell you,
knew
this
that.
man is the guy on the other side of the screen is Dominican, people. I don't
Bananas.
care what Steele says. This is the Dominican here.
So nasty.
He made a Romeo Santos. This guy's making Romeo Santos references. What more do you want?
I mean, okay, you want a little more? I'll give you a little more.
Listen, man, what do y'all want?
That's my Soto song because you don't want him to go, right? We
That's
don't want him to go.
That's
so.
Plátano Pete on the other side. That's it. That's
And then-
Plátano Pete.
You know, this is also for Soto.
Sign the contract, big boy. Sign the contract.
I gotta sign that contract.
Oh man, this season's
Oh,
gonna
man.
be so much fucking fun, man.
Guys, I'm so excited about this year, man. I really am. I know we tend to talk about it a lot, but last year, even going into it, if you guys go back to like our preseason video, we're like, there's so many red flags with this team. So much has to go right. Man, I'm on the Yank. Even if I feel like, you know, Baltimore might have a great club and things could go their way in many situations. I'll be honest, I'm going to give everybody a spoiler, man. On March 27th, we have a Knights at the Round Table. We're doing our predictions. I got the Yankees winning the East. I don't give a shit. I'll tell everybody right now. I can't say they can't. Even if in my heart, even as a part of me in my brain going, Baltimore's good, man. Baltimore's really good, Pete. You know that. I'm telling you guys right now, I am saying this is the Yankees' year, man. They're going to go in there. They're going to win this division. They're going to play great ball. Things are going to go our friggin' way for once, man. Things are going to go our way. We're going to have a team. Crackle nuts, I'll find it, my brother. I'm sorry for that. We're gonna get it going, man. We're gonna have it right, and this team's gonna do it. From a 1 to a 10, I'm a friggin' 12, and it's not even just the company; it's the company too, man. We talked about this today. Christian said that he's like, with how the company's doing and how we're growing and the baseball. It's like everything is coming together like Voltron, man, and we're just ready to go.
It's culminating, yeah. It's
Ready
nuts.
to go, man.
It's nuts. I can't blame you, and I'm not gonna give you out a whole take now because, like Pete said, that round table.
It's gonna be the best.
It's gonna be fucking epic. Okay, it's gonna be epic. You don't want to miss it, but I know you guys not gonna miss it. We got over 350 in here Sunday night. Y'all rocking with us. Work tomorrow. Who cares? Who gives
a poot? Who
right?
gives a poot?
Nobody cares.
Who gives
So,
a poot?
I'm not gonna give you all of it, but I gotta tell you, I'm right there with Pete. I'm drinking the Kool-Aid. Damn it!
I'm drinking the Kool. I'm getting drunk.
I'm drinking
off
the
that shit.
Kool-Aid. I'm spiking that shit.
I put a
all
little spike in, of course.
I'm spiking it. Okay?
I had to. I had
I'm
no choice.
rolling. The Yankees done fucked around and made me believe again.
Facts.
They don't. So I'm gonna leave it at that because I know the 28th we gonna go crazy that day.
Yep. Got a couple of super chats here. Crackle Nuts, sorry about missing this one. He says Verdugo is going to be huge for us, Verschizzle, for All-Star. And depth is very important. We actually have more depth this year compared to and it's not even close the type of depth we have this year, man.
Night and day.
It's night and day difference. It really, really is. And that's not over-exaggerating, folks. It really is. DJ Steele says, what I miss, Mr. Gringo Simonetti and Francisco Bean. Francisco Bean? I still don't know what he means by this. Am I missing something? What is the Francisco Bean?
I think it's a reference to Chico Bean. It's a
Chico
comedian.
Bean. Oh.
Yeah, but I keep
you guys look alike?
I mean, maybe it's the beard. I don't know, but I'm telling Steels, man, the Gringo got to go. Pete is Dominican. This is Platano Pete, and I'm Fettuccine Francis. I keep telling you.
Fettuccine Francis,
Platano
man.
Pete, Fettuccine Francis, Sundays, NYU, Smacky the Likey, Hitty the Subby. That's it.
You know, Francis, years ago we talked about remember that time we talked about having a whole team outing, we're all eating, but we're doing a chat?
Yeah.
And we're all eating food. We get the nice table. We got to do that.
We do got to do that. We do bring some cameras.
I
mean, we all got the nice ass cameras too. So
I'm telling you, Smacky the Likey. Richard, oh, look at this. Richard Katropa says, Paisan, fellow New Yorker living in the RVA, married to a beautiful Dominican. Go Yanks. Richard,
right.
Are we brothers? We might be brothers, Richard. We might be living like similar lives here. I'm just telling you the truth.
It sounds like it.
We might be living similar lives, man. Me and my guy over here. But we got a couple of minutes here. We'll get ready to start wrapping this one up. The Yankees, obviously, I think they've released who's pitching. I'll be honest with you. I think it's Clark Schmidt and Nestor Cortez and Clark Schmidt back to back. I believe. I want to say that. But at the end of the day, man, again, my excitement level is through the roof. I don't believe I'm doing Game Season Live tomorrow. Just so everybody's aware. Don't go, guys, it's spring training. Please, trust me. Regular season, every damn game we're calling. So relax. I'm not going to call every spring training game. I got to give myself a break. We do got All Rise in the morning at 11 a.m., so tune in for that.
All Rise.
And nah, man, Francis. Other than that, whatever else you have.
Listen, man, I'll tell them what I have. First of all, tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. All Rise and Shine. This is not. It's different now, okay? Because we got Yankee baseball back, and I don't know if you guys remember. It's been a long off season, but when we got Yankee baseball, All Rise is it's a different beast. It's a different animal, completely. Okay,
amazing.
Juan Soto fucked around and hit a home run today. I don't know. I mean, Pete played simply ravishing tonight. So can you imagine what's coming tomorrow?
I might leave that home run on repeat for just an hour and then come in and be like, "Oh, All Rise is starting now."
Exactly. Like y'all don't know. Y'all don't know what to expect of tomorrow. So don't be there. I'm gonna be in the chat like always. My favorite thing to watch when I'm at the gym. So I'm gonna be in the chat. Be there. And that's it. This week, we got our shows coming. You know, everybody, we got baseball to talk about again. I mean, unlike the other guys who don't know what to talk about if games aren't going on. We've been talking to you all off season, but now it's about to get even better. Do you realize that? I mean, how good it's been, and it's about to get even better, guys. It's like, I'm excited. Excitement through the roof. So y'all already know, man.
And on top of that, really quickly, I do want to address this. I want to address it. Randy Miller, go fuck yourself, bro.
Oh,
nobody wants to hear your stupid bullshit. Randy Miller, honestly, Randy, you've been wrong so many times. This bullshit about Soto wants to be a Met. Who the frig wants to be a Met?
Yeah,
And
he
I'm
wants
not
to-
gonna. I got a lot of Mets fans out there. I really like them. I like them.
Yeah.
But don't put yourselves on the Yankees level. He's not gonna downgrade his career to go play for the Mets.
They're making it like this thing. I'm so glad you brought it up because I had pushed it
Even-
out of my mind. Christian put it in the chat. He put the thing in the chat, and I read it.
Yeah, the moron. Is it the other moron? Ben Yole, this other idiot, this jerk off.
Oh, Ben Yole. Listen,
He's
me and Ben-
back.
let me tell you something about Ben Yole. Let me tell you something about him. If he is really a Mets fan, he will have to be at Citi Field at some point this season.
Yeah, no, he probably would. He probably hides. Nah, he's a hider.
I stopped engaging him on Twitter. But if I see him in real life, we're gonna have a conversation. I'm gonna just
He's
leave
a
it at
hider.
that.
He's a hider. I can tell. I can tell a hider when I
He's
see one. He's a hider.
He
He ain't never showing up. Ain't never showing up.
I never heard no shit like that in my life. I could tell a hider when I
He's
see
a hider.
one.
If I see somebody as a hider, I'm like, you'll say that online, but you're never gonna say nowhere else. Come on, stop.
All
it.
right, so
Stop it.
Pete's probably right, but if I see this dude, oh my god, just stop talking. Him, Randy Miller. What does
Randy Miller do all day? I really want to know. When has Randy Miller been right about anything? Somebody please point it to me.
They're gonna wait. They're just gonna wait for every big Soto moment this season, and as soon as it happens, they're gonna tweet.
I got something for Randy Miller. This is for Randy Miller right here.
You shut your mouth, fatty. The Rock will come out there and slap the herpes off your lips.
Yo, this is the best. This is the best version of The Rock. We're not getting into wrestling
by
right
far,
now.
no doubt about
but
it.
anybody who's hating out there, I'm sorry, man. If this ain't for you, it ain't for you.
Forget
okay?
the good Rock. Nobody
for
ever
you.
wanted good Rock.
No,
Rocky Maivia, everybody hated. You know why? He was
Heel
trying to
Rock.
be good. Nobody liked
Exactly. No, heel rock is
Rock.
where it's at. Heel rock is where it's at. That clip that Pete that already has on his soundboard by the grace of God, that clip is amazing. When I saw it live, I couldn't contain my excitement. This is what I want. And the Yankees are going to say that to everybody we play all season.
Yep.
Okay? That's
Yep.
basically what we're going to say with our play. Shut your mouth before we go out there and smack the herpes off your
That's
lips.
it.
Okay?
We gotta smack herpes off lips. We're gonna be curing herpes more than doctors
Hey,
do.
come on. You know what I'm
over there.
saying? You know what I'm
DJ
saying?
Steele says Randy's right about being a salty Mets fan. I mean, it's the dumbest conversation in the world. It's like, bro, look, if you really are looking to feed for clicks, just do your job, man. Write good. Talk about good stuff.
There's
He
actual
did the
stories
same
about
thing
the
with
Mets.
Judge going to the Giants. It was guaranteed,
Yeah.
he said.
Yeah.
This is during the year he was saying this stuff when Judge wasn't even nowhere near a free agent.
This is
Judge
just-
is going to go to the Giants anyway.
This is just the bias. This is the bias that comes out, and I hate it because it's
How
like
to get Ajita now.
it's not professional. There's no professionalism. I don't care. Oh, NJ.com. Okay, that's cute and all, but you're not a professional, bro. Because
It's unbelievable.
if every time you're talking about something that has to do with the Yankees, you're speaking from a place of bias, you're shitting on your own content. Like
Facts.
it just is what it is. Like, bro, me and Pete can talk about the Mets. I mean, there's players I talk about, there's guys I talk to on Twitter all the time or whatever. Why? Because I'm not biased when I'm talking about the Mets. There's players on the Mets that I like. You don't hear me saying next season Pete Alonso is probably going to come across town and play for the big brother. No, I'm not saying why, because Pete Alonso is a Met.
You know, he's been waiting to be a Yankee all these years.
Exactly,
you know that.
bro.
It's been rumored. It's been rumored that he knows family members. They want him to be a Yankee.
Exactly. Come on, bro. Randy Miller, right about Alonso. That Alonso and the extension, and Steve Cohen made some positive comments this week. There's enough stuff in Mets land for you to talk about. Get off of one. I'm not gonna say that, but just get off of Juan Soto. Okay, he's not going anywhere.
It's unbelievable, man.
Just
I'm so
look
sick
at
of
him.
hearing it.
Look at him in the pinstripes.
You could see it, bro. You look what even Judge said today. This guy's a Yankee.
Exactly.
Judge is already setting it in. You don't. They probably have already had conversations, bro. You're not going nowhere. If it's a look, bro. You know what Judge is saying? Judge is sitting there. He goes, look. He goes, hey Juan, listen to me. I have house checkbook. You're not going nowhere. If I tell him you're not leaving, you're not leaving.
Listen,
you're not going nowhere. We're gonna be playing here for 15 more years. You don't worry about this.
Juan Soto is gonna walk into the clubhouse in the Bronx in a couple, in a matter of a month. At the end of March,
I can't believe it.
He's going to walk into the clubhouse in the Bronx. The door's going to close behind him. He's not even going to know that somebody was in there. The door's going to close.
It's going to be like when they killed Pesci and the Goodfellas.
He's going to hear the door locked. And all of a sudden, Aaron Judge and Garrett Cole are going to come out of the shadows and say, now you can't leave.
I got a little scared there. I thought you said they're going to come out the showers. Oh, shit.
No, we don't do
What
that.
is this, American Me?
No, that's... Yo, nah. Pete is in rare form tonight. Yeah. You guys.
Oh man.
Oh man.
I got one last thing for Randy Miller.
Parmesan sandwich. Fuck you.
That's the last thing. Juan Soto. Fuck you.
Juan
That's
Soto
it.
to the Mets. You guys.
That's it, man. Ain't nobody trying to get his
man.
nonsense.
Just let it go. Let it go, man. He's
Francis, I have fun, man. I got Ajita now. I have Ajita now because of this guy. So at the end of the day, if you want to take us out,
yeah, man.
I'm
Yeah,
more than
man.
happy to wrap this one up. What an
Y'all
episode,
already
folks.
know, fans. Thank you. Freaking 300 plus in here the whole time on a Sunday night. You guys,
Unbelievable.
this community is absolutely nuts. Like, you guys are ridiculous. We love
Bananas.
You. We know you guys love us. I can't
Hold
wait
on.
to see.
I gotta cut. I'm sorry. DJ Steals with the super chat. You gotta answer this one here.
Oh,
My
come on.
God, Steals. When Soto sees that dude riding that pike with the microwave off his head outside of Yankee Stadium, that's what you got him. That's what's gonna make him say you can't get entertainment like this anywhere else. You can see a lot of shit in the Bronx if you want entertainment. I'll tell you that much.
I'll tell you, just walking around the Bronx is like a reality show. So
Jeff
Steels is
J
right.
with a super chat. Judges saying, no worries, Juan. You will make your money. Soto ain't going nowhere. And there's one guy who wants to be a Mets fan. We went to high school in the Heights together.
And there is one guy who wants to be a Mets fan.
You talking about Randy Miller? You and Randy Miller?
Did you go
Randy
to
Miller
high
with
school with Randy Miller?
Randy Miller? If you did go to high school with him, do me a favor and share this message with him.
You shut your mouth, fatty. The Rock will come out there and slap the herpes off your lips.
DJ Steals with one more says, by the way, I'll put it on there. Steals, I know you want to hear it, my guy.
And Aaron Judge is a gift from God. Yeah.
There you go. There you go. Francis, I'm
Oh,
sorry.
man,
It's the
listen.
chat. It's not my fault.
No, it's the chat. It's the chat. They won't let us go. They won't
It's
let us
nice.
leave.
It's
like
nice.
I feel like Juan Soto right now. It's what I feel
do
like.
too. I do too.
I kind of feel
I
like
do
Juan
too.
Soto right now.
I
But
really do.
listen, I'm gonna get this off quick. If not, y'all gonna send another super chat. Keep it locked and stay tuned because the next episode will in fact be the best episode.
And you guys know we will never come whack on a designated Spittaz track. Until next time, guys, we are out. Peace, baby.
It's heavy. Famous love. Yeah, I gotta keep it trendy on my soul. I'm the most selfish person that I know. Here we go down the rabbit hole. Got a couple carrots around my neck. Self-respect. When you out of line, you put yourself in check. They don't hear me. They don't hear me though. Cycles going round and round and round like a merry-go. Stand for truth or fall for any old scenario. That's why I keep my circle smaller than a Cheerio. Cause it's the company you keep. Stay woke. Please don't get caught sleep. End up sowing what you reap. Know your worth and don't sell cheap. The ghost is inside of me. Can't take it out of me.